Morning everyone. It's a bit cloudy, windy, dullish looking day, but it's dry. Everywhere is very dry. Not used to this in the beginning of February. Well, nearly beginning of February. Oh, it is the beginning of February. First today, according to my phone. Andy's just got out with a 6.9. We get some storm blown out. Me and my dad reversing on the TM. Job's a good one. Yep, it's in there. Looks like I'll be doing a mix. If you've watched a few of our videos now and you like this farming stuff, press that subscribe button, give us a comment and like us as well, because you know it really helps small channels like ours grow our audience and get our farming message out to more people. Anyway, back to the video. So I'm doing a feed mix at the minute. We'll go wide. I'm right against the wall cutting out, and I hate it when it's like that because I'm only getting 3/4 of a grab every time, but it'll be alright. We'll get there. I just hope I don't need the other side, otherwise I'm gonna have to move the mixer, which will be a bit of a nightmare. So we're getting ready. I don't know what we're going to do today. We've probably got some cattle to sort out. My dad's thinking about mucking some part of the field out because we've had a ring feeder there and it's nice and dry today. So we might go around there and just tidy that up. Andy's going to be edge cutting. Yeah, me and Em will have to tidy this this silage wrap up off this side because it's getting in my way. Okay, so I've made it very, very tight for myself. I can get down here, but it's tight. And I also can't see the clock. I need to turn that round. So maybe I will jump on the mixer, shift it across, because I'll only regret it if something stupid happens. I'll do it in a minute. Yeah, nobody wants it that tight. That's what I'll have to sort out today. I'll have to start taking that 7.5's coolant system to pieces to see what's wrong with it. I've just knocked it off now because I hadn't actually checked the water level this morning. Silly old me. So I thought I'll knock it off, I'll put this in it, check it, and then go from there. There's no point running it if it's below the minimum. It's never had an head gasket on us with that or the 6.9, and they've both done well over 6,000 hours. People tell us it's not possible. It is if you keep them running at the right temperature. So although it looks like our radiators are mucky on these tractors, if they ever go over 88 degrees in carbon sensor, I'll clean it out. Like I said to Andy and if it's ever at 90, you need to stop it and get it cleaned out. It's all about temperature engines, I think. As long as you can keep them cool enough, then they're going to last you. Actually, I might be lying about that 7.5. It probably did have an egg gasket because it had an engine rebuild about 500 hours ago. So, yeah. But that's it. No, I don't mean keep them cool. I mean like keep them running at the right temperature. And we'd seem to have little problems with engines then. Touch wood. So it's bonnet up time. I'm gonna try and have a go at fixing this 7.530 because I didn't get a chance. Obviously over the weekend we're not being here, and it was late Friday night when I found out about it. So they've just been topping it up with coolant all weekend to get by. So time for Joe to have a look. So at the minute I've got my mold grips on the clip for the pipe, and I've just unclipped it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull that pipe off and use that blue funnel and tub just to run whatever coolant's in the header tank into something so I can reuse it. And then I'm going to look at the pipe, end of the pipe. I think it's the end of the pipe, to be honest. So when I move it a little bit, you can hear the air rushing in. Whether I just cut the pipe down and see if I can get it back on, because it does look like there's a little bit of extra pipe there. See if that sorts the job, or whether I go up to Ripon Farm Services and buy a new piece of pipe. But We know that's going to be costly. Rip off farm services, that's what we call them. I think it's going to work out. Might do. So I'm using this, because we haven't got great tools here, I'm using this in an ice cream tub to try and get coolant into it. So I have to work quite fast. I don't think I'll be able to work fast enough, to be honest. Need to pull that off. Coming out,
Don't think so.
Oh right, so it used it all. Well, that's one way then. I don't have to use this or this because it's used all fucking coolant in tank. That's not good. Okay, on to the next bit. So we've just realised, because I'm just nearly got covered in coolant, but there is still some left. So that's not quite as bad as I thought. But I'm just trying to look at that pipe. I wouldn't say that it looks that bad.
Not really, no.
So whether it is the tank.
Yeah, like splitting it out, is it?
I can't see one. Might be connection at the bottom of the tank then, might have got gone a bit bad. I don't think stop one to top part in windows down here. Closing it. I suppose we don't need to drain out coolant out, so we're just looking at it. Just take that off, can't I?
Yep.
Right, okay, so I have to have a look at getting that header tank off then. I thought maybe it could be this clip is just not quite holding it tight enough. So we've got a Jubilee clip which we'll be able to tighten down more and just give that a try first before I start stripping stuff down majorly. Yeah? Okay, so I've changed my mind. We're not going to bother messing with that because I don't know if you can see that little crack. It's in the coolant tank. So it's just here, the crack. So, time to get the coolant tank off, order another one, fit that. Nice. Andy's fucked up, everyone. He's gonna be a messing up, aren't you, Andy?
Pin's bent, isn't it?
That won't go in there, Andy.
No.
Oh. You'll have to straighten that out with JCB. Dream though, is he?
No. What's the matter, Andy?
Have you not seen?
Pin bent on the water.
Uh-oh. I've given our friendly Rip and Farm Services a call and they're getting me a header tank, an aftermarket one, for about Friday. So I'm going to leave that job just in case we need to move that tractor anywhere, put it inside or whatever. I'm not going to start dismantling it and make it unusable, because we can use it if we just keep topping it up. And I'll do that on Friday, but now I've got to get to my 9 metre, try and sort this bent Teagle back door out with Andy. So yeah, that should be fun. Is to use the headstock, we've used that before, headstock on the JCB here, to give us something nice and solid to hit against. That'll hopefully bend the side back, and then I can hit it with the hammer from the other side to take out the little bits. Oh, it'll just look like nothing happened, I'm sure. Loud noises. Push your boom out if you like. I'm trying to straighten this up a bit more. More. Right, just take it off. Pull it in. Up. Out. Again, a bit more. Whoa. In. We've got it about straight with the hammer. Right now we're just waiting for my dad to get off the phone, which has been on for the last 5 or 10 minutes. So we can move the JCB out way so we can actually see if it works. Oh, he's getting on with it, finally. Load of beating yard, sorting out. Now we get some cows out. It's all dropped off. And Em's just sorting it out on the weighbridge. We're just here clipping cows again. Favourite job, not. Computer duty! Andy's at the other side, number 2. Quiz time. Why would this bullock command more of a price from a butcher?
This is thicker.
It's thicker? What, does he not know his times tables?
No.
He's got a rounded arse. Back.
You can't see his ribs.
Yeah, you can't see his ribs because he's got some condition on him.
Right. And if you touch him,
Yeah.
it's like thicker.
Soft, like softer feeling on the top, so you can feel like the fat. When you run your hand across his ribs, you can still feel his ribs because we don't want to be that fat that we can't feel his ribs. But it's a bit more difficult.
He's got a ring around his arms.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of a ring there where the fat's building up.
Oh, that's
One here, that's going to command less of a price because its back end's a lot straighter. It's not as good a shape, so you haven't got the high value meat that you've got in the back end on the cow. You've not got the same as the last one. This one is very fit though. This is an effort, and it's getting fat. Now, if you were to describe this as a tractor, I think your word would be weapon. Really nice rounded arse. Just getting to the right condition. Really good heifer that. Angus heifer as well, people. Obviously crossed with a blue, British blue, a Belgian blue. Really nice thing. Of course, softies are still about. We've now got those cows sorted. It's just before dinner. Andy and Em are getting the hedge cutter greased round. 7.5:30 still got bonnet up. So I need to put that back together so that we can still move it after dinner. But I'm getting hungry, so I'm going in. Me and Em are just on our way back after we've just been looking at the rain right down the far end of the field. Pigeons have been hammering it even more. There was 200 or 300 pigeons on there just now. Just managed to scare off, but Ash and Mick down really. Just getting a bit of a disaster. Pigeons. There. Really windy, I'm sorry. But you got the dark colour, which is where the crop's good, and then these lighter bits here where the pigeons have just been munching it. No good at all. The 210 now, dropped it off the trailer. Because 7.5 is down, we're going to have to put this on the mixer. It's a bit over horsepower really for the job it's doing, but it's a spare tractor at the minute. So it's going to have to take on the 7.5's roll until we get that coolant tank on Friday and get it fixed. Got a push out hook on this, but you can barely see it through all the bits and bobs on the back end. I've missed it, I think. Oh no, I've not. I've got it. Thought that were going to be it. Oh, sorry, take 2 guys, but it's not. I've got it. I'll get the mixer put on, and I think what we'll do as well is we'll just check the levels in this tractor because it's been parked outside for a bit, and yeah, I've not checked over it, so I'm going to give it a little check over if I can get this bonnet. Good on that. Just ready to get a mix done now. Just had a few more little cows turn up. So we'll get those vaccinated and wormed and fluked, put in the new pen, keep them happy. Yeah, back on the TM, doing the mix now. We'll get this done. Like I said, we'll got 5 cattle just turned up and we'll get those vaccinated. Make sure we keep them healthy and happy. It's the aim of the game here. The problem is with mixing with the 210 is it leaves the mixer higher at this end, so we're on a bit of a slant like that, and it pushes it all out the back. Again, we shouldn't fill it that full, but I do, so gotta live with them. I just clipping some cattle's backs, vaccinating them, worming them and giving them a fluke drench. Some new guys that came in. Andy here though, back now, telling us that what he wants is a Massey Ferguson tractor. After he said he liked John Deere's. What? What's he about, Em?
Oh, the bonnet's staying down.
He changes his mind every other day, doesn't he?
They want Fent last week, Andy.
Hey, what Fent he wanted?
That's good, yeah. That's good.
Not for a John Deere.
Valtra, I think you were on about Valtra the other day.
That's good.
Yeah. And,
That's how to make good kit.
I don't know if he's ever said New Holland.
No, New Orleans, alright.
Oh, New Holland's like... Basically, he's trying to say that he doesn't like John Deere's.
The bonnets are always up, aren't they? That's the problem.
Well, they are, yeah, they are at the minute. I must admit that. Now me and Andy and Em, we've got all those cows sorted. We're going to head and I'm going to start feeding up. Andy's behind me there. He is putting the bales out for ready for tomorrow. Just got to get everything super ready and easy for tomorrow, seeing as we're going to be going to Yams. And it just me and my dad in the yard. So we need to make it easy for him. That's the plan now. Yeah, we're busy feeding. Em's cutting the bands on the bale of hay and he's just fetched round. Sort of getting towards the end of the day. Tomorrow is Yams Day, Yorkshire Agricultural Machinery Show. So there should be loads of tractors there, loads of machinery to look at, people to talk to. Make sure if you see us or you see any of us really, just come and say hello. But especially say hello to Big Mick, because it will really make his day if he gets recognised. I think it'll blow his mind. So yeah, hopefully we'll see some of you there. But for those that don't get the chance, of course I'll have my camera out and I'll be recording it. And try and show you the main things that are happening there. Should be fun. Look out for it tomorrow. And Andy are all hands on deck filling this mixer. Andy's filled it with straw, I'm going to fill it with silage. Business. Business AM. Andy's waiting there with some Trafford to put in. We're really speeding this along. Only thing slowing us down is me filming. But what fun is it if you have not filmed it, eh? So yeah, I've got both JCBs filling the mix so that we can get this all done nicely for 5 o'clock. Because Andy has got his rabbit to take to the vets. He's got a big job on. He's got the rabbit to take to the vets. We've all swapped over. I've jumped on the mixer. Andy's tipping the Trafford in. Em's going to drop the silage shear off. Job should be a good one. We've got about 5 or 10 minutes left before it gets to 5 o'clock. Can we do it? Em's got the JCB parked up over there. Now she's going to pop the molasses in. Oh, it's getting towards the end of the day. Hopefully Andy will finish that by 5 o'clock. I'm sure he will. He's got about 8 minutes left, so then I can always take over from there. Anyway, if you've liked this, remember to subscribe, like, comment. Please don't forget, if you go into Yams, come and say hello to us. And Big Mick, that will make his day. So yeah, have a great day guys, and we are off.